Alright, boys and girls, welcome to our 5th video lesson in Chapter 7. Our lesson on more, not less, more similarity proportions. Let's do some stuff. Alright, the first one. This is a tough one. Kids have a hard time seeing this, but this is important to remember. The angle bisector theorem. The angle bisector theorem says if a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, it divides the opposite side proportionally with the adjacent sides of the bisected angle. What that means in this picture right here, if this line right here, so this line in red, if it is an angle bisector, which it is because those two little angles are equal, then W is to X as Z is to Y. Or if you want, X is to Y as W is to Z. Or if you want, X is to W as Y is to Z. All these proportions are now equal, no matter how we write them. You can see if I were to cross multiply any of them, I'm going to get XZ is equal to WY. Okay? So look at the slide right here. This is just taken from your book. It's saying the exact same thing. If we have an angle bisector, then the two red pieces, their proportion is the same as the two blue pieces right here. Okay, so you look at the little halves, you look at the pieces of the segment right here that was cut in half by the angle bisector and the two adjacent sides to the bisected angle. Those are proportional. So looking at this problem right here, find the perimeter of the triangle. Let's set the proportion up. This is an angle bisector, so I know that this piece 12 is to this piece x plus 2 as 5 is to x minus 3. So my proportion is going to look like, we're going to get x plus 2 is to 12 as x minus 3 is to 5. I want you guys to stop the tape right now and cross multiply to solve that proportion for x and then find the perimeter of the triangle. Go ahead, stop that tape. Okay, you should have found that x is equal to 6 4/7 because we have 5x plus 10 is equal to 12x minus 36 when I cross multiply. I subtracted the 5x and I added the 36 to both sides. So I got 7x is equal to 46. I divided both sides by 7. Not nice, but hey, it's not too bad. X equals 6 4/7. Once we have that, we're going to plug back in. So the top leg was 12. The next leg, x plus 2 is going to be 8 4/7. The next leg is going to be x minus 3, which is 3 4/7. And the next leg is 5. Go ahead and add those up. Please know that 4/7 plus 4/7 is 8/7, which is 1 1/7. And voila, you get the perimeter of the triangle is 29 1/7. 29.142857142857 forever. Alright, I'm not normal. Moving on. So, the next thing you need to know is if you have similar triangles, all corresponding pieces, all corresponding lengths of any part of the triangle are proportional. That includes our special sides, such as our altitudes. So, corresponding altitudes. So if you want, corresponding altitudes of similar triangles are proportional. CASTP. The medians, the angle bisectors, and I'll never use these, but corresponding angle bisectors of similar triangles are proportional. And lastly, the medians. So corresponding medians of similar triangles are proportional. Alright, so we're going to use in problems such as this. If triangle ABC is similar to FDG, find the value of x. Notice that x is an angle bisector in the bigger triangle. So if I take the angle bisector is to one of its sides is equal to the same angle bisector in the similar triangle to the corresponding side. So I now know that x is to 15 as 8 is to 12. Hopefully we don't need to cross multiply. You guys can just see that x is equal to 10 but we can always cross multiply if you have to. We're going to get 12x is equal to 8 times 15, which is 120. X is equal to 10. Why don't you guys find the values of x here? You'll notice that x in the first one is a similar altitude. In the second one, it's a similar median. Okay? Go ahead, stop the tape, and solve these for these two. Okay, in the first one, you should have found that the ratio of 16 is to 20, so median is to side as x is to 15. Median is to the corresponding side. Hopefully you can see that we don't need to cross multiply, but if you do, you're going to get x is equal to 12. In this guy, the second guy, we're going to use just half the size. So again, as long as you take the corresponding pieces, okay, these are our median, so x is to 13.5, so half of the leg is to 13.5, as half of the leg, 3, is to 9. Again, I'm hoping you don't need to cross multiply, but if you do, you get x is equal to 4.5. A couple more here. We see here that x is a side in an angle bisector, so x is to 4 as 13 is to 6. Let's cross multiply. 6x is equal to 4 times 13, which is 52. X equals 52 sixths, which of course is now doing some math, 26 thirds, or if you prefer, 8 2/3. You guys try this last guy. First 5 people from either of my 2 classes who email me the correct answer, I'll give you a bonus point on our next test or quiz. X equals what? Have a great day, folks. We'll see you soon.